Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Panzovsky and I'm coming back to report as the voice of FEMBA in the matriculating class of 2023, following up from my previous video, which was posted back in 21. So really excited to be here just to share a little bit about what my updates are from the MBA program, as well as where I've gone from here, and there's been a lot of changes, so excited to share. Some of the goals that I set for myself while I was at UCLA Anderson was specifically to be able to enjoy a lot of the Anderson classes. As a double Bruin, I came from, an economic theory background, and so I was really excited to be able to take some really hands-on approach to some of these management classes. So I was lucky I was able to attend the negotiations behavior class as well as the search fund class, which I actually talk a little bit in my Drive Time podcast with Anderson. And so it was really exciting to be able to see a lot of the learnings that I took from Anderson and move it straight into my new role at Netflix at the time, as well as take it into my little small business, NCP Resume Studio, and watch that grow through a lot of the learnings that I had at Anderson. So it was very cool to see all of the changes and all of the learnings that I took from not only the classes, but also from my classmates, from the inspiration that I received from them, as well as even advice on how to manage my life, manage work-life balance with the new family, as well as, some of the new ideas that they had that were going to help me become a little bit more of a mini entrepreneur. So that was extremely fun. So one of the most challenging parts of my MBA was balancing the aspect of my growing family in addition to the academic coursework and my full-time role at Netflix. As I mentioned in my previous video, I actually gave birth to both my baby boys while I was at Anderson. So I had my first, Luca, when I was in my first year, so in May 2021, and I just actually had my second baby boy, Adam, in April of 2023 as we're graduating. So a majority of my Anderson career was actually spent either pregnant or with a newborn, and so managing that aspect was probably one of the most challenging portions, and I attribute one of the biggest ways that I managed it was my community, my husband, my parents, my work was able to really help me be flexible and accommodate the changing schedule, the challenging curriculum, as well as, when I needed to take midterms or finals. A lot of that was a balancing and Tetris act in relying on my community to help support me through that. So the mountaintop moment of my MBA was when my team and I actually finished our GAP program, which is the Global Access Program. There was that moment where we had spent the past 6 months interviewing, surveying, conducting research, facilitating financial analysis to be able to put together a business case for our Finnish black licorice company. And I think that mountaintop moment was when we presented to not only potential investors and judges, but also presenting to the CEO of that company what our findings were, what our recommendations were. We got all dressed up. We were able to speak to all the research that we did. And I think that that was just such a proud moment for my peers and myself, just because it was a culmination of all of the hard work that we've put in and all of the learnings that we had taken with us through the Anderson process. Into that one presentation where we got to stand up in front of everyone and really speak to what we learned. Now that I've completed my MBA, I am most excited for finding a hobby. I think that in the process of managing work and my growing business and my family and my MBA coursework, my hobbies sort of got lost in the fray. And so I'm really excited to take this time that I have, especially now that I'm on maternity leave, to maybe go do a pottery class or do some hot yoga or rumble punching bags. But something fun that I do believe will bring back some hobbies into my life. And I'm excited to explore what that's going to be.